John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Good afternoon. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out and listening to me. Sometimes I wonder myself, do I really have a lot to say? Well, I guess some people think I do. And on that note, I would like to share some information with you. Hopefully some good information. Practicing what you teach, and in some cases what you preach. And what we teach and preach and try to practice over here at our Chimalive village, at each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. Today, I would like to kind of talk about things. You often hear me say from which I came. And one of the pieces I like to share with you is being thankful, being grateful, starting each day with a grateful heart, being grateful for everything and being thankful. I would like to, first of all, just let you know that I'm thankful and grateful for every day that I wake up. Because, we go to bed at night, and it's not promised, it's not guaranteed that we're going to wake up the next morning. So I'm grateful. I learned how to be grateful for everything, grateful for my family, grateful for my friends. I'm grateful and thankful for Miss London Doris. Because friends are hard to come by. You can't buy a good friend. You can't even teach a friend how to be a friend. They just have to be genuine. And being grateful, I'm grateful for small things, big things, and everything in between. And I often think about my mother and father and and just how grateful I am to them for how they raised us, how they taught us that we can be anything that we want to be. We often want to tell people you can do this and you can do that, but we don't practice doing the different things that we try to get other people to do. We don't appreciate other people, our family. Let your wife know that you appreciate her. Let her know that you're grateful for having her in your life. Your friend, your best friend, your work partner. Whoever it may be. Let them know. And it makes you feel good when someone appreciates you. When someone say, thank you. I really appreciate you being in my life. I appreciate you being a part of my life. I'm so grateful for you. And London, I just want to say to you that I'm grateful for you and your family. When y'all come into my life over 30-some years ago, it's not often we have these kind of friends 30, 40 years later that still share, still practice, and still there for you. Like I was saying, my mom and dad always told me, appreciate what you have. What you don't have, you don't have to worry about it. And if it's meant to be, you'll get it sooner or later. But appreciate what you have. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate having a job. It may not be the job that you want, but I call it a stepping stone. You step, and then you step a little bit higher, then you step a little bit higher, and you stay focused, and you keep on stepping until you get to where you want to be in life. Like I was saying, I'm so grateful that I had the parents that I had. My daddy would always say, try it. Mom would always say, you can do it. Sometimes I would say, Well, I tried this and that. Well, just keep trying. Most important is don't ever, ever give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your friends. Don't forget. Don't forget to be thankful and remember where all your blessings come from. When you went to bed last night, like I said, it wasn't guaranteed that you was going to wake up this morning. So you wake up and you see that brand new day. Sometimes I sit back and say, Lord, I thank you. Sometimes I speak to him. I say, Lord, good morning. I just want you to know that I love you today and I appreciate you for allowing me to see another day. My mom would say, no matter how many times somebody say no, if you're selling, you're buying, whatever you're trying to do, he said, when do you stop selling? You don't ever stop selling. If I'm trying to sell you something and you tell me no, I move to the next person. I don't give up. And that one tell me no, I move to the next one. And if that one say no, sometimes it gets a little frustration. You get a little frustrated with it. But you just keep on moving. Sooner or later, somebody say, okay. And they'll buy what you're selling. Even if you're only selling, you may not be selling candy, you may not be selling roses, you may not be selling flowers or clothes. You might just be trying to sell a conversation, a thought. But you don't ever give up. Sooner or later, somebody will buy into what you're doing. Most important, like I often say, just appreciate what people do for you. We have a tendency to, in some cases, take people for granted. But don't take them for granted. No one has to do anything for you. They're not obligated to do anything for you. Just because you're married, just because you have a boyfriend, just because you have a girlfriend, just because you have a job, it don't mean that your boss is obligated to have you working for the rest of your life. Just because you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend don't mean that you're going to be together for the rest of your life. If they're there and they're doing what they're supposed to do for you, helping you meet your needs, helping you with your obligation, be appreciative. Be thankful. In some cases, just be grateful. There was a lot of times when I was coming up, and I spoke about this once before I started off at a meat casing company, and they hired me in to wash the blood off the floor with a hose. So I guess you could say a janitor cleaning up the mess. And I did such a good job at that. I didn't take it lightly. I did the best that I could. I gave it the best of my ability. I did what needed to be done, in some cases above and beyond. And when an open came, I applied for it and got it. And that job I did the best that I could. And I actually went from a janitor to a floor man to managing to a foreman. And then when I got tired of that, I learned how to drive a truck and I become a truck driver. So the sky's the limit. Sometimes you can look in the mirror and just tell yourself, I got this. I can do this. I am somebody. Look at your friends and your significant others and let them know that you are somebody. Everybody, it makes you feel good when you're being lifted people will appreciate you. I mean, it's not nothing that just has to be done. You can still function and do what you need to do. And in fact, I don't just look for it. I appreciate it when it happens, but it's nothing that I just get up and come to work and say this person ought to appreciate me or this person should tell me thank you. If they don't, I still do everything to the best of my ability. I reach my goals and my needs, and I do things to please myself, to satisfy myself. I want a lot out of life, and Rome wasn't built overnight. And like I mentioned about a house or a car, and people hiring you, no one owes you anything, but you can earn a whole lot, and you have to prepare for things. You have to prepare for a marriage, you have to prepare for a house, a car, whatever. It's not just handed to you on a silver platter. We wasn't born with a silver spoon. Success is not for the crazy. And when I say success is not for the crazy, I mean, let's just kind of start with kids. I guess the average kid would think that he would be quite successful if you turned him loose in a candy store and with $100. So we're going to compare that kid with a successful adult. Sometimes, just like a kid, adults can be unappreciated, taking things for granted and not making the right decision. Now we know the average kid, he would take $100 and if you don't stop him, he would buy up everything. He would spend that last penny, start at $1 all the way up to $100 bill and buy nothing but candy, pop, chips, and juice. And he will make himself sick. But if you teach him, even when you become successful, when you have to do making the right decisions. If you're a successful person, a lot of times people think that they're successful just because you have a job and cars and houses and a pocket full of money. But it also has to do with the decisions that you make. And if you make the right decisions, remember, I'm often talking about consequences because I'm often dealing with them. Because I deal with a whole lot of different people and I have to deal with all of them on different levels, a little bit different than others. So when I make certain decisions with certain people, I get different consequences. So I take the time out and I think about things before I do them. I think that I have been quite successful because I'm still here. I'm able to look down on someone and pick them up. I'm able to help someone else meet their needs, not only just mine. And I don't have what I call the good to me syndrome. I try to do what's good for me. And if I'm trying to help you, I would like to try to help you do what's good for you. And a real friend will tell you right from wrong. If it hurts your feeling or not. And if you're a real friend, you would be able to accept what that friend is sharing with you, his advice. Remember, make the right decision and be grateful, be thankful for every day
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m. A Kubalon Village presents Youth Field Trip events, Fridays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., ages 5 to 17, $10 per person, minimum 10, max 15. Saturdays and Sundays 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., $200, minimum 10, max 15. Includes a Kubalon special, hot dogs, chips, and punch. Akubalon Village's activities and amenities: air hockey, pool table games, video games, foosball, karaoke, movies, TV, cafe. Located at 7701 Harbor Avenue in Detroit, Michigan, 48213. For more information or to schedule, call 313-921-1616, 313-921-1616. Credit cards, checks, cash apps, and Zelle accepted. It's our pleasure to serve you. Culinary pleasure. Have your next social event here at Akubalon Village. Recreation, Entrepreneur Cafe, Culinary Pleasure, Recreation, Education, Culture. For more information, call 313-921-1616, 313-921-1616. John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m. John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Next time you need a sweet treat for your special event, birthdays, parties, or just a little treat for yourself, connect with Millie's Munchies. That's right, remember Millie's Munchies. Cheesecakes, cakes, cupcakes, cookies. Give them a call or leave a message at 248-818-7290. That's 248-818-7290. 818-7290 or email mildredmarion56@gmail.com. Sugar-free options available and catering in select areas. That's Millie's Munchies.
Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io.
Next time you need a sweet treat for your special event, birthdays, parties, or just a little treat for yourself, connect with Millie's Munchies. That's right, remember Millie's Munchies. Cheesecakes, cakes, cupcakes, cookies. Give them a call or leave a message at 248-818-7290. That's 248-818-7290. Or email mildredmarion56@gmail.com. Sugar-free options available and catering in select areas. That's Millie's Munchies.
This is Willie Johnson, an ADI virtual actor. Hey, check us out. Our second radio station, LICMC2 Radio. This is Willie Johnson. Looking forward to you listening to us. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to LICMC.net radio. Now listen to LICMC Radio 2. We have LICMC.net and LICMC Radio 2. You can access both by going to ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/radio. That's ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/radio. Listen to LICMC Radio and LICMC Radio 2.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hi, this is Sylvia, your licensed mechanic. Get your oil changed every 3,000 miles.
If you'd like to get that project called Solo to help support us, all you have to do is Cash App us again at IWASH80. That's IWASH80. And when you Cash App us, also leave your email so we can send you the project.
There's no going back at this point. No going back.
Since you do know so much, I'm blackmailing her so that I can have her. I am the man, Vita.
Mom's got a low check on Daddy Alfredo. I wonder what is going.
Where did he ever come from? Did you invite him? Your baby's daddy?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Veronica is getting married? What?
Oh no, this can't be. Who set this up? This is a disaster wedding. This seems like an elopement with us in it. What?
I'm so sorry.
And you have been with Veronica?
I have family. Now I found my daughter, Julia.
What?
It's this lady that I met before a year ago at work. And she came on to me just like what you're doing right now.
But I'm your wife.
Yeah, but...
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Next time you need a sweet treat for your special event, birthdays, parties, or just a little treat for yourself, connect with Millie's Munchies. That's right, remember Millie's Munchies. Cheesecakes, cakes, cupcakes, cookies. Give them a call or leave a message at 248-818-7290. That's 248-818-7290. or email mildredmarion56@gmail.com. Sugar-free options available and catering in select areas. That's Millie's Munchies.